when a fantasy was made by a Canadian YouTuber animator. Rainbow Ranger was known for his animated topics, shows, and vlogs. The first video all started off with the title The Quiet Kid in the School. That's why the legend started. Years later, one video went viral which is called I Lost My Brother, which was uploaded in April 2025. After the loss of his brother, Rainbow Ranger still uploads videos to this day. Days later, Rainbow Ranger posted a community post that episode 10 of a fantasy is in progress and it should be released soon. It also said that the video would be way longer than a fantasy stand-up comedy, episode 9, but it didn't seem longer than ever. The episode was called Doomsday for Ethan. The video starts with the Rainbow Ranger intro like always and the show begun. Now it shows Ethan in the room drawing some ox. 10 seconds later, it cuts to black for 20 seconds. After that, it fades to Ethan walking in the streets without everyone with him. The walk was 50 seconds long. While walking, Ethan said in a sad voice, "Where is everyone?" After 50 seconds of walking, it fades to a scene where Ethan was in the streets again, this time, sitting under the street light. It was almost midnight, and Ethan almost cried. He said, "I don't understand, why is everyone not here? Maybe they went to bed or something." Now it cuts to a pink building with the text in the left top saying 1 year later. Now it cuts to the inside of the building with Ethan looking really sad. Then the beginning of the episode. He didn't draw anything, he just sat here, very depressed. None other than 10 seconds later, it cuts to black, except Ethan. Ethan was shocked when that happened. What was that?" Ethan said in fear. Then it felt like a jump scare. A dark, long-limbed, bloodshot eyes and mouth with blood came out of nowhere. Ethan looked who was ever behind him and he was shocked when he saw a creepy-looking figure. And then he said in a very loud, booming, and very deep voice, "Ethan, you're an idiot. You always thought you had friends. You know that you're always alone and lonely. You always talk to yourself, keeping in mind that your life is not a lie. But it's not the truth. The truth is, you're weak, worthless, abused, worst, idiot, hatred, mental, emotional. You are alone. And no one." He followed that with a loud, evil laugh that makes Ethan cover his ears. After that, it fades back. Ethan was in shock after that. 5.5 seconds later, his face turned shocked to very sad. He began to walk to the corner, sat down, hugged his knees and began to cry. But his cries didn't sound pretending. It was real. If it was his voice himself was actually breaking down in tears. And the tears doesn't look like the Rainbow Ranger tears. They were tears. Ethan said, this time, in a shaking and almost cried voice, "Maybe the figure is right, ellipsis points. I am worthless, ellipsis points. I am hatred, ellipsis points, and I am abused, ellipsis points. Why, ellipsis points? Why is my life like this, ellipsis points? My life was all a lie, ellipsis points, and I had no choice, ellipsis points, but to end my entire life, ellipsis points." Ethan got up, walked to the table, which are cabinets. Ethan pulls out a pistol which looked real. He cocks the pistol, puts to his head, and said his final words, I'm sorry guys, I know I hate to do this, but I had to do this, ellipsis points. Goodbye, world, ellipsis points. He took his last sob, which is 4 seconds, then he pulls the trigger, killing himself. After showing the dead body of Ethan for 6 seconds, it went to red static for 30 seconds, and the ends with the closing, which is normal. 5 days later, the video was removed from the channel, and Rainbow Ranger uploaded a community post on the aftermath. This is what the community post said. "Hey guys, it's me Ethan. I wanna say that I'm very sorry for the video what you just saw. The reason why this video was uploaded out of nowhere is a hacker that got into my channel and uploaded a disturbing episode of a fantasy, which involves me being the lonely one and a dark figure explaining how my life a lie, and me killing myself with a pistol. Look, I would never make something messed up as what it's seen on my channel, so the actual fantasy episode is still on progress, And I know, you guys are excited, should be releasing soon. Oh, and thank you for 30k subscribers, you guys are awesome. And the people what they notice in the description, was the characters was only Ethan, himself. Fans make sure that it will not happen again.